How how's everyone doing?
Does
Aries?
she always
Uh,
die at the end?
no, no, she doesn't.
That's crazy.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
I felt that. Oh.
Um, yeah, shake it out. Change your username back to your real name. Yeah. Okay. Um,
Very powerful.
so how's everyone feeling?
I teared up a little bit, honestly. Wow. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must admit it really hit. It's I mean it's a little frustrating to not yet know what happened. Or have any idea if I could know what happened.
Well, we're gonna narrate that now, yeah.
Okay.
But do people feel like they're ready to do that? we we good here?
I'm good. I just was
Okay.
surprised that she died. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Me too.
I didn't know dying was an option.
I
Good to
thought that
know.
was her talking. I was like, oh, we're about to find her. How naive. How naive.
No, that wasn't. Okay, so what loose ends do we need to tie up? The way the
Yes.
questions are presented on the screen online, we'll get to them, but first, let's wrap the story up.
So I just want to know the motive.
I was going to say, I feel like we didn't flush him out very good for him to be the killer. So,
I still wasn't
yeah,
sure who the
I'm just
killer was.
I feel like, yeah,
David.
I just
It was
curious.
David. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's flesh him out. Let's, you know, make us a little more complete. Jack, you were there. Maybe you saw something about him.
There was just something different, like inhumane about him. Left. I'm assuming that Jack got a glimpse of him when he came back, where it was like
Yeah.
he wasn't even human. His eyes were so dark. He was just not even fully. I don't know. There was just something very deeply dark about him. If anyone wants to add more context to that, please feel free. But I think I like the idea of him being just like this in nature, honestly. Just very ego driven, I guess.
I think he was probably also a sociopath. That really is part of what led him to be what he was. He seems like a harmless rich kid, which would be a nice contrast to what the dripping dagger actually was in my mind. Dripping
Yeah.
dagger is harmless. The napkins with the scribbling are just people keeping tabs on the stuff that his cousins up in Utah, they just run booze and pornography and stuff through there so they can get it through without having to pay any taxes and stuff. They move it up from California to Utah through the dripping dagger. It's just a front.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
doesn't actually, no one would ever be hurt there.
But David doesn't know that.
No.
Um, he kidnapped Alice and took her to the barn. It was a place with a creepy history, the dead animals and pentagrams. So if something were to happen to her there, as he intended, chalk it up to something else. But he showed her. She tried to do wrong by him, and he wouldn't have it.
Mm.
Yeah, if you weren't able to get it out during the game, what was it now? Yeah.
I alluded to it from the very beginning.
Yeah?
I figured someone might sometime like confront me, and they never did. So I figured
Meh.
I'm not going to
Okay.
just hear it in the midst of this crisis. But yeah, the night before Alice went missing, she and Dakota went up to the park, to Callisto Park, and they ran across some of the kayak people, the creepy older people. Who are not creepy, they're just, they're party people. Everybody's seen the meme about you're at the bar and the couple at the end of the bar giving you that funny look. That's what they are. That's all they are. But Dakota got nervous, and Alice it was braver than Dakota, so she said, "No, I'm fine. I'm going to stay and party with the kayak people." And Dakota went home, and then that's it. And she's like, "Did the kayak people take her? Are the kayak people part of the cult?" All this stuff. Did I leave her to die? I mean, were we gonna both die? I don't know. I don't know.
Wow, okay.
Well,
Oh, shit.
maybe that picture that Julia got was not from the creeper. Maybe it was from David all along, watching
Oh.
Alice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Ugh.
gosh. I
It's a burner.
imagine David was like the type who would have like a targeted list of people. And that's a hot take, but he's a creep,
Go with it.
Maybe Julia's next. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Alice and Jack had a fight, and Alice was actually very supportive of him, um,
Ugh.
which just hurts so much. Yeah, it's tough. So, um, Jack was seeing a man or boy named Adam, and obviously, it's not like a big deal in their family. Very accepting, and Alice kind of provided him that safe space to support him. But I think Charlie brought this up too. When you're kind of conflicted with sexuality and grappling at that, you don't want to always be confrontational with that. You want to just let it stew for a little bit, figure it out yourself. So he kind of blew up on
Yeah.
rightfully. Um, yeah, sucks super bad. Oh, jeez.
Julia and Jack are going to be friends now, I think. Like,
Yeah, we're besties.
Mm.
Yeah, actually, I love that part of the role play where I was like, you know what, you're not so bad. I don't know, I felt like that in text. I was like, Julia, you're not so bad, and it was kind of sweet, but you
Oh, well, that's good. What is something about your character or the game that you liked that you want to take with you and, you know, keep from this experience? And then next, what's something that you want to just get rid of and shed and be done with? I liked as Charlie that I was able to be useful despite being stuck. This time waiting for my bags, it was good to be able to actually have some way to help, like being able to do something. I wanna be able to do things to help people more. That's something I'd like to take with me and keep doing. Something I'd like to leave behind and just like not deal with anymore. Um, well, my friend's dying. Um,
Mm.
that's it's part of life though. Um, so maybe you know, I don't want to have to deal with not being ready for that.
I think
So
mine
what?
is similar
Yeah.
of
Okay.
like probably just I think it's like a little bit of both, like keep and take of like helping people, but then also maybe just like not having this like idea of not doing enough to help somebody. Did I not do like could I have done more and then the outcome would have been different? probably not, but you'll play that game forever. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when it comes to Dakota, she's a hard one to want to take something from in a way. I mean, she's a theater major. She loves weed. Creating her, I know what her life ends up as. She's not going to leave Silent Falls. She's not going to become a river guide. She's going to end up working in the thrift store, and she's going to basically marry a guy a lot like her dad. And that's how things are going to be. And she's never going to forget this. Alice was the great hope of her life, and now she's gone. This was her hero, and her hero is dead. But and yeah, she was going to be really pissed when she finds out that Alice had a girlfriend and didn't tell her. But to take away from Dakota, I think a healthier way, if to find a healthier way to accept what is in life, what just is, and not fight so hard against every circumstance, to pick the battles better, because Dakota's going to give up on every battle ultimately. She wants someone else to do it for her, and that's never going to work. And I think the thing to leave behind really is to put just a little too much faith in someone besides yourself. Dakota, I mean, come on. as the person who played her and made her up, I know Alice couldn't be everything Dakota thought she was. That's impossible. And it wouldn't even be fair to Alice to ask her to be those things. But that's who Dakota is. And that's a thing not to do. Don't make people something they're not. So yeah, that's been a long lesson coming, and who knows, maybe I'll learn it sometime.
Maybe. Good to put it out there.
Yeah.
I think with Jack, he is, with time, happy to put behind all this trauma. It's not going to go away fully, as we all probably know. This sticks forever, but I think he's going to ease up with time on the self-loathing and guilt that he's probably going to be feeling during the aftermath. What he's going to take away is this collective group of people who also understands how he feels. And I think for as long as he can, at least, he's going to try to maintain that relationship, because no one else went through that like he did besides, Alice's group of friends. And with that being said, I think he's also going to learn from the nostalgia and memory of his sister to kind of let loose a little bit. He's a little bit traumatized, he's scared, but he also knows that life is short and he doesn't want to take that for granted. And he kind of learns to be, a little bit more adventurous like his sister, maybe try new things little by little and not be so rigid in his thinking, and be open to, you know, connecting with his family and people in his community. He might not go to Stanford as he thought, or Ivy League or whatever, become an actuary. He's going to take it day by day.
Oh.
Julia's definitely going to be braver, and she's not going to be afraid to be herself anymore. And she's going to go to the skate park.
Good for her.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope you all enjoyed, or at least I hope this was a good experience.
It was. Thank you.
It was, yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
This is such a cool game presentation. Very
Yeah.
unique. I want to do it again. I want to know what other outcomes there
Oh my god.
are.
Like I said, more than 20 times, and it's just amazing all the time.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah.
Is it? I have to ask.
Yeah.
Is it actually possible that there's something paranormal in this scenario? I didn't want there to be, so I was always pushing against that idea that the cult is real or that there's monsters or UFOs or something.
No, yeah. There are, it is not a part of the game. No.
Okay, good.
Yeah. There, in the real world, plenty of people who believe wholeheartedly in all of that. And, if those characters come through in here, that doesn't mean that it's true. Um, yeah, Alice may live or not. Things come out in, all sorts of different possible ways. Anytime someone got a prompt, that was one of like 3 different options that could have come up. So no, Alice is Missing is not inherently paranormal or supernatural or sci-fi, and it also changes depending on the characters that are played. It's a different game if the secret girlfriend isn't there, and there is absolutely no relationship part. It's a very different game if the older brother is there, and there is this sort of uh, grounding home part to it. Anything else people want to wrap up? Things they want to promote as positive experiences or just reinforce this was bad. I don't want to do it again.
I just want to say it was super
Yes.
fun. And thank you guys for the experience. Thank you, Morgan, again. Hope you guys have a wonderful night.
You're welcome. Anyone else have something they want to add?
No, this was awesome. I'm definitely gonna check this out again. Very cool. Glad I found it. I want to subject all my friends to it, but I don't think they'll play with me. So
Oh, we'll send them my way. I will indoctrinate them, and then you'll have a pool of people to play with again.
amazing.
Well, thank you all for watching and participating, and have a good rest of the night.